Good morning, afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those on the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment. We are one. On diary entry number 982, I recently received a lovely letter from my dear 17-year-old sister, Wanda. She is begging and entreating me to help her enter the convent. She is ready for any sacrifices for God. I can tell from her letter that the Lord Himself is guiding her, and I rejoice in God's great mercy. Nakatanggap ako ng isang magandang sulat mula sa aking mahal na 17 kapatid na babae, si Wanda. Nakikiusap siya at hinihimok niya akong tulungan siya na pumasok sa kumbento. Handa siya sa anumang mga sakripisyo para sa Diyos. Masasabi kong mula sa kanyang liham ay ginagabayan siya ng Panginoon mismo. At nagagalak ako sa malaking awa ng Diyos. So Faustina also had a sister who entered the convent. However, if I'm not mistaken, Wanda went out. Hindi siya nakapagtuloy-tuloy. And there was no news about her during the war. I can't even remember, but that was no news about her right after the war. So, syempre patay na rin si Wanda sa ngayon, but we do not know what happened to her. He entered the convent, but then later on got married to a man. So, but then, this is one of the letters that I think they are really very detached. So they would sometimes would be receiving letter, at ang mga letter na ito actually are censored pa, no? Katulad natin na privately we would only have access to letters, pero yan mga sulat nila ay nababasa ng mga superiors. So detachment from the family was also one of the things that Faustina or all those entering into the convent. So sa ngayon, may mga kumbento that would allow novices or kahit yung mga nakapag-perpetual vows, they would be allowed to visit their family. Pero yung mga pumapasok, I think yung mga Pink Sisters, yung mga ganun, yung mga secluded talaga, cloistered, the monje, sila yung hindi talaga. Special special request lang para makauwi. Kaya pag pumasok ka talaga sa kumbento na katulad nung sa kongregasyon na to, it is really detaching you from your family. Nakadirect ang buhay, nakafocus ang buhay, natitirang buhay sa Panginoon. Doon na lamang nakadirect. And for Faustina, the only time that she went home was when her mother was very, very sick, and news of the mother who would be parang nasa last days of her life, yun yung news. But then, when Faustina went home and she prayed all the way, on her travel, yun lang pinagdasal na yung mother niya, and the mother was able to recover. Nauna pa rin si Faustina namatay, because she died at 33 years old. Why do we need to detach from the family kung pipiliin mo talaga yung gantong buhay? Sapagkat lahat tayo ay pag-aari naman ng Diyos. lahat tayo ay dumating dito, bagamat tayo sinasabing anak natin, but nabubuhay tayo dapat para sa praise and glory of God. Pero kung pinili natin ay ang buhay na pagpampamilya, no? Magbuo ng pamilya, magkaiba yung landas na yon, subalit at the end, sa dulo, pareho pa din ang tutunguhan. And even if we have our own family, detaching from our respective family is a challenge, and we also have, and it will take a different form, no? Detachment maybe is, halimbawa kahit may pamilya tayo, detachment is, for example, even if you have responsibilities, you will take care of your responsibility to God first. It would always take a higher level of spirituality to do. Kasi syempre, attached tayo talaga sa family natin. Like, kung nag-aaral, syempre pag-aaralin mo yung mga bata. But when it comes to detachment, kahit alam mong nagpapaaral ka ng bata, if you are serving the Lord will find a way to take care of your children kung uunahin mo yung kanyang, yung mga trabaho natin sa Panginoon. Sabi nga, yung God will provide. Hindi pa ako pwedeng maglingkod kay Lord kasi nagpapaaral pa ako ng anak ganito. Iyan po ay, it will take a lot of really spiritual courage to say that even if you are in the stage of educating or in the process of sending your kids to school, you know that God will be there. I know someone who really entrusted the whole family to the Lord. Wala lang, no? Gaaral yung mga bata, they would receive promissory note every time may mga exam, ganyan. They would send, promissory note. Ganun lang hanggang sa nakatapos yung mga bata. And kung tutusin, they have the capability to work, no? But they chose to serve the Lord. And then ngayon, graduate na yung mga anak nila. So, the children are taking care of them already. In fact, yung mga spiritual conferences, the children are the ones giving them the money to pay for whatever they need, plane fare, mga ganun, conference fee, mga ganun, ano. So, it is actually a proof that it is possible, no? Mabigat, mahirap, no? Kung may pamilya tayo at inuuna natin ang responsibility natin sa Panginoon. It is really quite a big challenge. Pero pwede po, no? Pwede. If you would like to ask the Lord for support, the Lord will give you. Ako, for instance, when I was working in Mindanao, for instance, solo parent eh. So, I took the children with me. And many times I would have to travel. Pero yung mga bata, naiiwan ko sila. There would be people who would be taking care of them. So, nakakatuwa kasi kahit hindi kami taga roon, may mga tao na God sent us to support us. So, mag-iiwan lang ako ng budget for whatever they need. And, ayun, makakaalis ako, nakakapagbiyahe ako, nakakauwi ako ng maayos sa mga bata. And if the children need to go back home, bawa, bakasyon, no? Alam niyo yung mga bata, yung mga anak ko, natuto silang magbiyahe on their own. Ihatid ko sa airport, sasakay sila, malilit pa sila, elementary. And my youngest, yung aking nag-exam for nursing, was only in kindergarten. during that time. Yung isa was in grade 2, uwi sila. They would be, ihatid ko lang sa airport. Pagdating dun sa Manila, I would ask someone, yung tita ko, no, tita, ano naman, pakisundo yung mga bata. Ganun. Sa aeroplano, would ask assistance from the flight crew, anyway, stewardess, ganun, to take care of the children. Ganun lang, no? Nakakatawid. Nakakatuwa pag binabalikan ko yon. So, yung challenge, nalagpasan ko yon. Kaya kahit mga naglalakihan na sila, and they were already in college, ganyan. Pag binabalikan ko, no, imagine na kapag ang buhay ko po para pag sinasabi ko, no, pahataw-hataw lang ako. Pag sinabing pahataw-hataw, yung, alam niyo yung lang, yung lagi akong nasa Divine Mercy, ganun lang, would take part-time jobs paminsan-minsan. No? Si Lord, bibigyan ako ng trabaho pag kailangan ko ang trabaho without even biglang may tatawag, o ganito, ganyan, ngayon. Mga mga part-time work, yung contract basis lang, work from home, mga ganon. So, nakaraos ako ng mga ganon. Ngayon na lahat sila, okay, naman although ako pa rin, ang mga bata, ako pa din, kumbaga sa bahay. But the Lord is really very gracious, continuously providing what we need, no? We just have to ask the Lord, bahala ka na. And it always would depend on the level of our trust to the Lord, no? Kasi, yung fear naman natin ay kayang i-overcome basta meron talaga tayong tiwala sa Panginoon. So, again, detachment from the family, hindi naman ibig sabihin hindi natin hindi ibig sabihin na binabaliwala natin ating pamilya, but it's just that the Lord will take care of everything that we need. No? Basta bigay natin sa Kanya ang ating tiwala. Everything will follow.